Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to our service. I'm Gene Farber, and this is Emily, and Josh is doing our stream team, and Alan is going to read. And I would like to, because I am so bad with names, I would like to go around the room and have everybody introduce themselves, even though I kind of know all of you. So, Alan, why don't you start?
Just my name or?
Yeah. Feel free.
Feel
Give a
free,
tidbit.
anything
Say
else you want to
anything.
add.
Alan Day, David Ward, Alan Siegel, Bill Mosley.
And that's Josh.
And that's Josh.
The Allens win.
The Allens, we have more Allens than it. Okay. Well, thank you for all for joining us. We're going to start on page 67. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
And as part of that, let us welcome anybody who wants to come in. We can sing Hine Mato.
Page 74.
Is it on page
No.
74? It isn't. That's a lie.
No, that's
we
a
all
lie.
know the
We
we
know
know the
Hine
words anyway.
Mato.
So we're gonna do this version right now. We'll do a different one later. This one we're gonna do is Hine Matovu Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matovu Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matovu Manayim. La 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 la. Hine Matovu Manayim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Okay, I will go to page 76, and we'll read together a reading for the body in English. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei chol basar umafli la'asot. And now, we're going to turn to page 78, and we are going to, let me get to the right page here so I don't lead you wrong, and we're going to sing Elohai. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Shenatata bi Tehorahi. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Shenatata bi Tehorahi. Ata birata, ata birsarta, ata binafkahi. Ve'ata mishamra, mishamra bekirbi. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Shenatata bi Tehorahi.
We'll turn to page 81. The bottom, religion embraces both faith and action. The primary quality is action, for it lays the foundation for faith. The more we do good, the more readily do we grasp the meaning of duty in life, and the more readily do we believe in the divine form from which stems the good. We will skip to page 102. Even if our mouths were full of song as the sea, and our tongues full of joy in countless waves, and our lips full of praise as wide as the sky's expanse, and were our eyes to shine like sun and moon, if our hands were spread out like heaven's eagles, and our swift feet like young deer, we could never thank you adequately, Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors, to bless your name for a 10,000th of the many myriad of times you granted favors to our ancestors and to us.
On page 106. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Valmal divra hirute v'yamlich malchute v'Eichhenhorn uvyohomechon uchayedecho b'it Yisrael bagala bagala uvmin kaharif b'meru amen yeshmei Rabba mevarach Ya'alam ol me'al mayach Yitbarach Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yithaleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekudashah B'richu Leila minchol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nemata Daher mihiran b'alma V'meru Amen. If you're able to, please stand, and we will do the Baruch Hu on page 108. La 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 Now, page 110, we're going to read, where am I? The first 4 lines. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or uvorei choshech oseh shalom uvorei hakol. Then to page 113, please.
Love your neighbor as yourself, you said. And light blinded we saw that inner and outer worlds are one, as you are one. You spoke and we wrote. We reached for you down the centuries, your light moving before us as we climbed, fell back, and climbed again your Sinai of life. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher bi'amo Yisrael bi'ahava.
Shema Yisrael. Shem Kivod. seated as we do the Vehafta together on page 116. Vehafta et Adonai Elohecha bechol avacha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher nanochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta ba'am b'shivtecha b'beitecha uvlektecha v'derech uv'shokbecha uv'gmecha ukshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu latotafot beinenecha uktavtam al mizuzot beitecha uvisharecha.
Please turn to page 121. And we will read this responsibly. The eternal truth is that you alone are God, and there is none else.
May the righteous of all nations rejoice in your love and exult in your justice.
Let them beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks.
Let nation not lift up sword against nation, nor learn war any more.
You shall not hate your brother or your sister in your heart.
The stranger that sojourns with you shall be accepted as your equal, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
Why do you crush my people and oppress the poor? Asked God.
We know that the Eternal One defends the poor and upholds the rights of the needy.
Praise to God Most High.
God and deserving of blessing. And part of that, in that same vein, is the Micha Mocha. Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha nadar ba'kodesh, Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha nadar ba'kodesh, no ra tehilot, o sefela, no ra tehilot, o sefela, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Shirach hashashichu golim l'shamcha sfat hayam yechad kulam hodu v'yimlechu v'yamru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha mocha nedar ba'kodesh, Micha mocha ne'elim Adonai, Micha mocha nadar ba'kodesh, no rod he load, o sefela, no rod he load, o sefela, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Sur Israel, kumo be'ezrat Israel, ufdei hinumecha Yehuda v'Yisrael, go aleinu Adonai tavot shamo, kadosh Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai ka'al Yisrael. And we're on 125. We're going to get ready to do the,
124,
I'm sorry, 124 to do the tefillah. Can you please rise?
if you're able to.
Adonai sifatai tiftach Ufia ki tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Hasdei Avot V'Imaot, Umevi Gula Lifnei V'neihem, L'man Shemo V'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Michayeha kol atah rav lehoshia, morid hatal. Michakel chayim bechesed, Michayeha kol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim v'nochech olim, umatir asurim, umkayehem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al givurot, umidom elach, melech memitum chayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lechot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Michayeh hakol. You may be seated. And we are going to turn to page 132. I keep skipping pages. I'm sorry. I'm in a hurry. Sorry.
The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat. Observing Shabbat throughout the ages is a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all times between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day God ceased from work and was refreshed. Now we go to page 137. And let's do this responsibly, each paragraph. On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer to life, to peace, and to joy.
May we find true rest, holiness in our deeds, worth in our study of Torah.
Let us feed on the love of goodness. Let us drink from the love of goodness. Restrain our thirst for excess and cleanse our hearts to serve life well.
On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer in life, in peace, and in joy. Baruch atah Adonai, she'odka lavadka v'reha na'avod. Introduce the silent prayer.
Okay, we're going to take a moment now for silent personal prayers.
are going to move on to the Torah rituals, and I'm going to get out of the way and let Alan come up. I forgot to mention at the beginning that this week's Torah portion is Naso, and Alan is going to read a part that, which I'll talk about after he's done, but is particularly appropriate to be reading the day before Father's Day. That's the teaser for the Father's Day. Yeah, I'm going to get out of the way.
Alan, you want to come up here? Please.
He didn't realize.
Everybody rise, please, if you're able to.
Yes,
44.
244.
Ein kamocha ba'Elohim Adonai, ve'ein k'ma'asecha, malchutecha malchut kol olamim, u'memshaltecha b'kol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai os li'amo yitein. Adonai yivarech et amo b'shalom. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. U'devar Adonai miYerushalayim. 48. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Le'amo Yisrael B'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Gadol Shemo. Gadlu Adonai Iti Umaramav Shemo Yachad. Lecha Adonai Hagadu
Hopefully it's marked. Where are we? There's no mark. I don't see where. I thought they would roll it right to the spot. Is this it? B'nai Yisrael Damata Elohim. No, that's not it.
Where's the book? You may be seated.
Okay, I have it. Okay. Baruch Hu Adonai HaBarach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamarach L'olam Va'ed Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen. V'yidaber Adonai El Moshe Lemor Diber El Aharon Ve'al Banav Lemor Ko Tivarchu Et Bnei Yisrael Amor Lahem Yivarechecha Adonai V'yishmerecha Ye'er Adonai Panav Elecha V'yikunecha Yisa Adonai Panav Elecha V'yasem Lecha Shalom V'samu Et Shmi Al Bnei Yisrael V'ani Averchem Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'chayei Olam Nata B'tochenu Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah. Okay. Oh, here there is a mark. They did mark that.
So we're going to do the Misha Be'era.
Okay.
Well, it's still out. Can you hand me the folder? Okay, while the Torah is still out, we are going to offer a prayer of healing as soon as I get to the right spot. So we're going to offer a prayer of healing for anybody in need of healing and for the people who are helping to take care of them. The words of the Misha Be'era are on page 253 in your prayer book. This week we are praying for, among others, Annie, Madeline Basson, Steve Bloom, Linda Bloom, Joe Crane, Carol DeVore, Tracy Ford, Ellen Heckler, Molly, Kermit Prill, Carol Rabinowitz, Sue Rollinger, Mickey Rosner, Lauren Shevitz, Jim Silverman, Marcia Silverman, Fran Wygod, Mark Wilner, Gloria Zatak, Dan Zimmerman, Judy Zimmerman, and if anybody has any other names they would like to add. Anyone?
Linda Folkoff.
Misheberach avotenu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu bikor habraha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
Muhammad. God of life, who heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds, may it be your will to hear the prayers of mothers, for you did not create us to kill each other, nor to live in fear, anger, or hatred in your world, but rather you have created us so we can grant permission to one another to sanctify your name of life, your name of peace in this world. For these things I weep, my eye runs down with water, for our children crying at night, for parents holding their children with despair and darkness in their hearts, for the gate that is closing, and who will open it before the day is ended? And with my tears and prayers that I pray, and the tears of all women who deeply feel the pain of these difficult days, I raise my hand to you. Please, God, have mercy on us. Hear our voice, that we shall not despair, that we shall see life in each other, that we shall have mercy for each other, that we shall have pity on each other, that we shall have hope for each other. And we shall write our lives in the book of life. For your sake, God of life, let us choose life. For you are peace, your world is peace, and all that is yours is peace, and so shall be your will, and let us say,
Amen. Okay, we're going to put the Torah away.
okay, ready to pick it up? We are on the bottom
Of
of
page 252, and we're going to ask you to rise while we dress the Torah and put it away. We're doing a truncated version of everything. Get you in and out. Livnei b'nei Yisrael, pi Adonai, Yad Moshe. Oh, we'll wait till wait till they're done dressing, because we'll run out of songs. Yes. This is where I run out of music. I don't know all the music for this. Sorry, Dick. Yeah. This I can do. We're going to sing Al Shosha Divarim, Al Shosha Divarim, Al Shosha Divarim, Haolam, Haolam Omeid, Al Shosha Divarim, Al Shosha Divarim, Al Shosha Divarim, Haolam, Haolam Omeid, Al HaTorah ve'al Havodah ve'al Gemilut Hasadim, Al HaTorah ve'al Havodah ve'al Gemilut Hasadim. And then we're going to go to page 256. Yes, we have to. That's what we're doing. We're going, but the Eitz Chaim He is on 256.
Chaim,
seated. No, I'm going to do a tiny little thing, and then we're going to do a Elena. Talk about this for a second. So, as I said, careful, my water there, Jean, is on the floor. What Alan read for us, and we should have told you this beforehand, I'm sorry, was Numbers 6:22 through 27, short and sweet. And if you were listening really carefully, you probably heard exactly what he said, right? You recognized it. It's that passage is where that priestly blessing, or the threefold blessing, is laid out, that we hear all the time, right? You heard it in Hebrew when Alan read it. It's, may God bless you and keep you. May God's face shine upon you. May God be gracious unto you and grant you peace. And that's, when I found out that this would be the Torah portion, like I said, it was perfect because tomorrow is Father's Day, and that's a prayer that we hear a lot, right, for parents to give to children. The Torah portion is talking about how it's a prayer for the priests alone to use, but of course, like lots of things in the Torah and over on, especially in Reform Judaism, its use has changed over time, and it's not just, you don't have to be a Kohanim to say it, at least in our tradition, you don't have to say it. And indeed, it's a prayer that any parent can use to bless their children. And, maybe they say it every Shabbat. Maybe they say it as part of our TKA High Holy Day services, right? During High Holy Day services, we go gather as families and we say it to one another. In our family, it's included in our Haggadah, in the Seder. There is a point where the parents bless the children right before we start getting into all the questions being asked and all of those other types of things. And of course, as far as I'm concerned, it's one of the most beautiful parts of Fiddler on the Roof, right? There's a version of it there with the Sabbath prayer. Maybe you've heard the rabbi offer it to the whole congregation at the end of a service, or over a bar or bar mitzvah in front of the ark. In all of those contexts, it acts as an expression of love and concern, like that of a parent, maybe a father, for a child, a hope that the one being blessed understands in some small way how much the one praying loves them and wants them to be safe in mind and body and spirit. So as I said, it's spot on for Father's Day. Now, of course, Father's Day is actually about children honoring fathers and showing a father how much they love and care about them, as opposed to father down to child. So that got me wondering if Jews have a sort of traditional prayer that children can offer parents. And but of course, because the rabbi and Janet are away for the week, I couldn't really ask them. So I did what anybody else would, of course, do, and I asked ChatGPT, as one does. And this is what it had to say. I said, "Is there a traditional Jewish prayer for children to give to parents?" And they said, and ChatGPT said, besides using the priestly blessing to honor one's parents, which you can use that same one back to them, another traditional way to bless them is to use a version of the Misha Beirach. And basically that version says, "May the one who blessed our ancestors bless and protect my beloved parent or parents. May they be granted health, strength, and peace, and may they continue to be a source of wisdom and love. May they be blessed with joy and tranquility, and may their hearts be filled with happiness. Amen." So, ChatGPT did a pretty good job, didn't they? Yeah, or it, or whatever it is, him, her. So however you choose to express your love tomorrow, I hope you all have a lovely, peaceful, and joyful Father's Day. And you can keep that in mind, use one of your own if you want. Right. So I thought that was really cool that we were doing that. So, what is it? That's how you say Father's Day? Cool. I did not know. We do learn something every day. So we are now going to turn to the Elena.
Page 282.
282. If you can rise, please do so. Bottom of page 282. seated. Okay. Up here.
We turn now to the section of the mourner's Kaddish. It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch. A fearful thing to love, hope, dream to be and oh, to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me, your laugh once lifted me, your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. 'Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing to love, what death has touched. We mourn the losses in the last 30 days for our members and all victims of violence here and around the world. Marilyn Gordon, mother of Carol DeVore. We also remember those who, it's the Yortzeit on the anniversary of their passing. Eric Ahrens, Brian Boyer, Robert Colton, Caitlin Durston, Max Furman, Joseph Halbeni, Tilly Janauer, Philip Kahn, Sarah Kahn, Helen Cogan, Madeline Cogan, Harold Mathis, James McVitie, Charlotte Merritt, Benjamin Miskin, Lillian Brandt Reed, Norma Shrivlin, Aaron Silverman, Bella Silverman, Elaine Scott, Irving Toppy Topper, Harry Vinsky, Arthur Wormser. Are there any other names? It is the tradition in our congregation that we all rise to say Kaddish in unison. Please rise if you're able to.
Dal vid kadash shemei rabba, bi'almal divra hirute, b'mich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe shemei rabba mivarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithalel v'yithalal shemei dekudasha berichu leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran v'yalmal v'imru amen Yehe shalom araba min shamaya V'chayim aleinu v'yokol Yisrael v'imru amen. Ose shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yokol Yisrael v'yokol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. You can be seated.
Caitlin?
Announcements. That's always what I think of. If you ever went to camp, that's always what I think.
Thank you. All right, thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you to our stream team as well. Please save the date for our Volunteer of the Year Shabbat. Join us Friday, June 21st, as we honor our Volunteer of the Year, Rondi Brower, and we will also install our new Board of Trustees. The service will be at 7 p.m., preceded by dinner at 6 p.m. The cost of the dinner is $18 per person. Join Rabbi Shribman and Janet at Hebrew Memorial Cemetery for a Burial of the Book ceremony. It is Jewish tradition not to discard any books or ritual items no longer fit for us. Instead, they are buried. The service is open to everyone and will take place at 1 p.m. on Sunday, June 23rd. Join us as we honor and thank Lisa Redmond for her many years as captain of TKA's Relay for Life team. We will celebrate with a picnic at Drake Sports Park on Monday, June 24th at 6:30 p.m. The $10 per person will cover pizza, salad, and dessert. Bring your own non-alcoholic beverage. Join us on Friday, June 28th at 6 p.m. as we enjoy the installation of our 2024-2025 Sisterhood board members along with our Shabbat services. Friday, July 5th at 6 p.m. Join us for Patriotic Shabbat and dinner. There will be a kosher dinner following services for $10 with hot dogs, black bean burgers, and pulled chicken. Please register by July 2nd to pay ahead of time. If you have questions about any of the above events or to RSVP, please contact the temple office. Wishing everyone Shabbat Shalom.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Thank-
you.
And Josh for doing it, and thank all of you for coming. It would have been very scary if Emily and I were standing up here alone and there was nobody out there. That would not have been fun.
Yes, we
So,
appreciate it.
We really appreciate you helping us make
And-
the minion
and-
and joining in.
As part of that, let's sing another Hine Matov, but we'll sing the other one that we all usually sing, so that we can bookend this. So, ready? So we all sing it together. Hine ma. No, not that one. We're gonna. Hine Matovu Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matovu Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. And we'll end as the way Rabbi Shriman ends each service. May you feel whole, knowing you are enough. May you feel confident, knowing you are prepared. May you feel calm, knowing the storm will pass. And may you feel at peace, knowing you are loved. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Happy Father's Day for anybody who is doing and being near a dad at that time. And let's all have a little bit of something to drink and eat. Thank you, Jean.
Thank you.